Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and this time it is my week 1 guide for Season 6 challenges. That is right guys, Season 6 is officially here and the hype is real. So I'm going to be showing you how to do all of the challenges, including the secret Battle Pass star for this week that you get after completing all of the other challenges, as well as the street lamp locations, all of the search stages, just tips and tricks for every single challenge this week so that you guys can get it done as fast as possible and start leveling up that new battle pass, which is so dang cool. I'm really loving the skins in this one. Like seriously guys, there is some really cool stuff this time around. But yeah guys, if you find this video helpful or just hyped for Season 6, hit that like button down below. On top of that, be sure to comment what you guys are most excited for within Season 6. Is it the new battle pass? Is it a specific skin within the battle pass? Whatever it is, leave your comments down below. For me, it has to be the llama DJ skin. I mean, come on, that skin was practically made for me. But yeah guys, let's get into it with the challenges, just so you guys know what we're going over in this video, or you may not even be home for these. So this is the preview of this week's challenges, and they're a little bit different from last season, but like, here we go. Again, we're going to be going over the secret battle star location, which you get after completing all of the challenges from the loading screen. Before the challenges themselves, we got apply shields with 500, then dance under different streetlight spotlights, got all of the locations of those that you'll need, then pick up a legendary item in different matches 3 times, followed by regain health from a cozy campfire. I'll show you how to do all of these super fast. Then you've got search stages, which I'll explain in a bit, and eliminate opponents in different named locations. 5 of those, show you the best way to do that. And then you've also got land at location challenges, or I mean stages, and again I'll show you the best way to get those done. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's jump into it with the first challenge I want to talk about, and that is the pick up a legendary item in different matches. We've never seen a challenge like this before, and I know it sounds pretty obvious at the surface, but still, what is the best way to do this, the fastest way to do this, to get it done as fast as possible? And basically what I would say to you guys is to do 50v50, soaring 50v50. It's 100% the best game mode to do this in, simply because in general I believe there's an increased rate of getting different types of loot. I don't know if that's exactly the case for legendary, and I don't think it is, but either way, there's so much loot, especially if you wait towards those final circles where everybody's like battling. Your teammates are probably going to end up getting eliminated. You can just run through, probably find a legendary weapon to pick up, as easy as that. You can also even get the chests because they are at an increased rate in 50v50. So really guys, this shouldn't be that hard of a challenge at all. And honestly, I would wait until the end to do it, because when you're trying to do some of the other challenges, you'll probably end up getting this one done when you're doing those. So it's kind of like knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, after that then we have the search stages, which is a little bit interesting, but let's go through the stages so you know how to expect them and maybe get them done in one game. And the stages for this week are first of all, search 3 chests, which is fairly easy, but then it gets progressively harder because the next one is search supply drops, and that's actually pretty easy. I'll show you how to do that. And then finally, search a loot llama. So those are the stages. They can be very tough, and honestly, the search chests, I don't even really need to explain it. You just go into a game normally, find some chests at houses. But then for the supply drops challenge, by far the best way to do it is 50v50 and simply going to the circle like right off the bat, or at least close to it. Like, I like to go up somewhere high where I can glide in and see the supply drops, because as always at the 8-minute mark, the supply drops spawn and go towards the middle of the circle. So if you're up high, you can see where they're going and then just glide on in. When they hit the ground, open them up, and you'll have that done as long as you get 2 of them. Now as for the supply llama challenge, that one is always very tough. There's no, easy way to do it. Generally in any game mode, there's only 3 that spawn on the map at a time. So really guys, the only piece of advice I can give you on that one is to just save it until the end. Hopefully you might be able to find one, and just keep an eye out when you're playing, and hopefully one shows up for you. Honestly, the way that I generally do these is to just play normally, because you'll eventually come across a supply llama or a loot llama, and then you'll have this challenge done without even really worrying about it that much. But keeping it going here with another one guys, the regain health from a cozy campfire, and you have to get a total of 150 health, which is a little bit weird for this challenge because that's technically 3 cozy campfires. So again, what is the best way to do this? Well, it's admittedly kind of random because cozy campfires kind of spawn randomly, but I definitely could recommend doing it with a squad, because then you have like 3 teammates to work with, and soaring 50v50 or regular squads is definitely amazing, but then you can all share those campfires and get the challenge done together. And as always, guys, if you need teammates, be sure to check out my affiliate gamer link down below in the description. It's a free app that helps you find other players within Fortnite and other games, and you can specifically look for stuff like you want to do the Battle Pass challenges. So if you want to check that out, link down below in the description. I've been affiliated with them for a while, and it's honestly an awesome app. But yeah, once you get teammates together, you can also even try to check out vending machines once in a while, because they do have campfires if you manage to find a blue one, and that can be another fast way to get that done. Or just looting other people, like at the end of Soaring 50v50. Definitely an amazing way to do it, but for sure, do it in squads to get it done as fast as possible. And then after that, guys, the challenge I wanted to talk about, apply shields with some, yeah, pretty easy overall. By far the easiest challenge of this week, but still, I gotta give you guys some tips to help you get all of these done as fast as possible. We don't leave any challenges out, but the main tip I can give you for this one is to just do the other challenges first. I mean, getting shields and stuff, and basically whenever you get shields, just make sure to put them on. I believe you can even go to like Wailing Woods and get like shield mushrooms if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't do that. Instead, when you're doing the other challenges or just playing normally and you're like searching through chests, in fact, like with the chest challenge or the supply drop challenge, you're gonna find shields out of those most likely. So when you do, simply put them on and you'll be working towards this challenge while working towards other challenges as well. So definitely that is the best way to do it. Keeping it going here with another one, the secret battle star from the loading screen for this week. We already know where it is. That's right, guys, I got you covered. And also thanks to Two Epic Buddies for posting the loading screen on Twitter. So big thanks to them. But yes, if you didn't know, this is pretty much the same as last season. Once you complete all of the challenges for a given week, you unlock a loading screen specifically for, I'm blanking out on the name of it, but it's the overall challenge where you get the loading screens, and within them they have special clues to find like a battle pass star or a banner, and those get you a free tier every time you find them. So yeah, we do know the exact location of this one. Just make sure you complete all of the challenges for this week to make it show up. Well, it is in Paradise Palms at this sort of ranch farm type area. So if you go over here, here it is on the map, and I mean, it's a pretty interesting area, but the clue apparently shows a star up above this tractor right over here. So simply glide in any game mode, grab that star, and if you have completed the challenges, you should have that extra tier, easy peasy. Only thing you have to do after that is make sure you either get eliminated or win the game to make sure it counts, and that's all you need to know. Moving on again here to another challenge. This one is pretty interesting. You have to get an elimination at different named locations. Yeah, that's kind of a mouthful. Kind of a little bit of a rhyme as well. I see what you're doing, Epic Games. But yeah, this one seems pretty obvious on the surface, but there are tips I can give you guys to get it done even faster. The first of which is to probably do solo game modes in case there's like a new LTM that comes out, and I guess we do need to double check if the LTMs count this season towards the challenges. I don't see why they wouldn't, but in case they don't, just go to like the regular game modes. So yeah, what's the fast way to get these eliminations? Well, to basically go to the locations that are pretty close together. So like, for example, if you go to Salty Springs, you can immediately go to Dusty Divot and maybe find somebody in there, then Retail Row. And if you happen to find people at those all in one game, that's a pretty good chunk of the challenge done just like that. But other than that, you know, you can play normally and get these done super fast. Like if you do Risky Reels and then cycle to Tomato Temple, that can be a good way to do it. Even if you go to Lazy Links, get an ATK and then drive around, that's a fast way to do it as well. But again, this one I would probably save for the end, because once you're doing this next challenge we're going to go over, you could probably end up getting some eliminations by doing it as well. So again, knocking out two birds with one stone, always the best way to do it. And then after that, we have probably the hardest challenge this week: dance under different street light spotlights. And don't worry guys, I got pretty much every location to help you get this done. But real quick before we get into that, if you guys haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because I post these guides every single week, and we're gonna try and do them again like last season, a day early on Wednesday. So if you want to see those challenges early and how to do them, be sure to subscribe and have notifications turned on. But yes, for the street light spotlight dance challenge, whatever you want to call it, what exactly does that mean? Well, like here's an example in Greasy Grove. You just see me gliding in, you find this one right here, the one with the speakers on it, and then when you use an emote under it, that helps you complete the challenge. But where are the other challenges for these streetlight spotlights? Well, starting out with another one, you've got Risky Reels. There's one way up there towards the top right of the map, right in front of it, where you would like, you know, drive into it itself. It's by the sign that has the movies on it. And then if you want to move on, you can go straight over to to Lazy Links, there's another streetlight right out in front of the main building for Lazy Links for the Epic Golf Course itself, and that one's gonna be pretty safe as well if you want to drop there. On top of that, we're kind of just cycling around through these Pleasant Park. Now this one is in a bit of a weird spot. I didn't even know there was a streetlight over here, but behind the brick building on the northwest part of the map, so behind the brick building, there's another one of the streetlights right there. But then actually two that are super close together and kind of close to Greasy actually, so you can kind of hook these up together. There's one in Tilted Towers, sort of near the basketball court. If you go right over here, you can find it there. And then if you want to immediately move on to another one, you can go west over to the soccer fields, and there is another one at the sort of T intersection of the road. So dance under that, that's another one you can get. But then after that, you have one in Retail Row, sort of in the middle of Retail Row. It's where it, like, you know, changes levels, but it's next to this cage area on the street itself. Pretty easy to get. And then you don't actually have one in Paradise Palms, but instead at the Truck and Oasis gas station, more southwards along the road right here. And then another one, just in case you want to mix it up a little bit, you can get this one over in the factories near Flush Factory itself, in that sort of special area that doesn't really have a name, but you know, you might as well check that out if you need another one. But yeah, guys, that's all of the ones I know, but should be plenty for you to get this challenge done. And then moving on here to the final challenge I want to talk about is the Land at Different Locations challenge, which is honestly pretty dang easy to do. And I don't even need to give you that many tips because I don't think you can do multiple of these in one game because you technically have to land there. So it will take multiple matches, but then in between matches, you can check where the next stage is and go from there. But so far I know that the first one is Junk Junction, then it goes to Tomato Temple, and then after that, just check your challenges whenever you're doing a new game to see where the next stage is. But I mean, it's a pretty simple challenge. So yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's guide. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, going through a bunch of secrets that only true Fortnite players will know all of them, and then on the right, another fun video I'm sure you guys will enjoy. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.